Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff for beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It shows just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. And today we're playing Startropics for the NES. Now before we get stuck into it, if you find this video useful, consider subscribing to keep up to date. It helps the channel out a whole bunch, and I have a new walkthrough out each week. Okay, so when you start out the game, you're going to need to go to this town and talk to the dude in the top left house here. Now, he'll give us a yo-yo, which is a good weapon. And once we've talked to him, we actually have to go around and talk to every single person in the town. Startropics is a bit unusual like that. There's not one specific person you have to talk to. You just have to talk to everyone. So go around and do this, and once we've talked to everyone, it'll let us into the first dungeon. Don't forget this guy at the entrance, and there is a couple people behind this house here that can be easy to miss. Once we've done that, you can talk to this guy at the entrance of the dungeon, who will now let you through. And we're into our first sort of dungeon section of the game. So these dungeons, you can jump and you can use your yo-yo. The yo-yo is going to be pretty good for defeating enemies. And when you jump across tiles like this, you always want to jump across when there's no more than 2 blocks of water in between them. So it's a little bit puzzly to deal with this as well. You can step down for that foot and then left for the switch and then continue on through this dungeon here. Here, any foot tiles that I'm revealing, you will need to reveal yourself. And then usually the foot tiles will reveal a switch, which you can then hit. Alright, coming up into this room, just jump across there, and you can get that torch. So each dungeon will have some magic in it. Don't hesitate to use this magic if you want to, because you do get quite a bit of it throughout the game. Although personally, I like the yo-yo power-up, so you'll see me using that quite a bit. This is the first boss, so you can use your magic or your yo-yo, and then just go up through there. It'd be select to swap between the yo-yo and the magic if you need to as well. And we get congratulated for doing the dungeon. We can move on forward. You talk to this guy who will give you the ID code, and then we want to head into here. And then we input the code to take the submarine. Alright, after that transition screen, we're going to head and come across this guy. And basically we're just going to go up into this lighthouse and talk to this dude. This part has a little maze section, so follow the same path I'm following there. I will be showing you how to get 100% in this game, and that's sort of like collecting all the hearts and everything like that. So grab this ID code here, and then head back up into your ship. And then you're basically just going to head up through here to get that heart that I was talking about. So through there, through the rocks, and you've got the heart. And we'll just head back into this cave. Alright, now we're in the second dungeon. You can head up there to grab the bat. You'll get 30 of those, and remember, just hit select to swap between your weapons. Sometimes killing all the enemies will open up a door, so whenever you see me doing that, I usually am doing it to open up a door. I'm not really killing enemies if it's not necessary. There's a little foot switch there, head up to the button, and then we can head up through. And then we can just head left across this little gap here. Alright, you do have to kill all the enemies in this room, and that one up the top could be a pain there, the one who keeps popping out of the water. There's a secret across here, so just grab the chest and hit the buttons, and then we'll head up through. Alright, keep going up and we've got the boss here. So you can attack the boss when it comes down to attack you. That's pretty much when you've got to do it. I'm using the yo-yo, but if you want, you can use the bat to deal damage as well. Once you've dealt with the boss, we're just going to get this little cutscene here. And then we'll head out. When you're ready, head back into your ship. And we'll talk to the dolphins there, who will let you go through these little stones. And then head to the right. Alright, finishing up, we are shipwrecked here, so we're just going to wake up on the beach and then we'll head through this little path. Go into this little house and talk to this guy, and then we're just going to head out towards this cave here. So here's yet another dungeon. Just going up through, the switch is on that top right there, and we do have to kill all the enemies here to open up the door. And pretty much all these rooms you're going to have to kill all the enemies. This magic that you get is really good. It's a projectile, so that's why I'm using it over the yo-yo here. So follow those switch patterns, and then we're out of the cave. Alright, once we've done that, just head up into this town. We need to talk to pretty much everyone in this town again, just like that first town there. So make sure you do that. There's some people up here that can be pretty easy to miss. And just head down there for those guys. I'm going to go left out here. Pick the second option when you talk to that person, and now this guy will let you pass now that you've talked to everyone. So go on and talk to the chief, and then we're going to head out. Go back up through here, and then we can go through a staircase here and talk to her. You do need to talk to the bed as well there. It's basically talking to the bed will show you that this person is sleeping, so make sure you do that before you head out. Alright, coming back, we can talk to the guy in the top corner, and now we're done in that town. Alright, into another dungeon. So deal with these guys, they'll open up a door. Switches just like so in that room. And then we can head down a couple levels. Alright, you got to kill all the enemies in this one. And with this one, there is a switch to open the door. Heading up through the dungeon now, we've got a little boss here. So you do want to hit these switches to deal with the boss. And that pretty much handles the boss for you. So you don't actually have to attack the boss directly in that one. And we're done with the dungeon. Alright, moving on, we're just going into this castle here. You want to talk to her and then talk to the guy off to the left. You head up to the side of the castle and head through this back entrance. You talk to that one and then we'll head out. Yeah, just going up and to the right here, we do get another heart piece if you're wanting to 100% this. And the hearts make it a bit easier to deal with the game as well, so that's always good. Heading into that gravestone, we're going into this dungeon here. Alright, there's a little switch there to get. You want to head down first. And down again. You do need to take care of all these guys, and then once you've done that, you can open up this chest. Alright, take care of these ones as well. You just got the switch to hit, and then we'll make our way up the stairs. In the next room, you just hit the switch to open the door, and we'll keep heading through. There's some secrets just off to the right here, so do make sure you grab those. And then you can deal with this hand guy to get through. And we'll head up. Alright, continuing up, just kill the enemies here. And if you ever get like a stopwatch like that, that's very good because it'll freeze all the enemies in the room. And we need to use this pause ability to get rid of the ghosts there. So that's just a matter of pausing the game, scrolling down to your magic items and using that little flame rod thing to get rid of the ghosts. Same sort of thing here, except we want to use these mirrors to deal with those guys. And head down. Alright, you just deal with this room by taking care of all the enemies. You can charge up that little flame rod thing that we've been using. And then these two little red bull thing attacks are really good against this boss, so try and use that. Alright, jump on the switch. And we've got this, so it's going to fill up the water for us. And then we're done. Alright, so we get the crystal ball there. And then we'll head back down, up to the castle. Just heading up to the right here. And then we'll go in. Alright, heading up to that top left room, we can talk to this person. And we get the shooting star, so that's like a little weapon upgrade thing. And there we go. Alright, heading through this little cave now. Basically, you just wait for that switch and it's going to make the path across for you. Get rid of all the enemies here and we'll just jump across. Alright, that was a pretty short dungeon and we're done with that. So we'll head down through that little secret path there and into this house. And we're going to head down through the trees there just to get out of town. There we go. Make sure you spawn that switch to grab the bats. Let's spawn some switches here to get out of the room. And down a level. Head to the right here. and deal with the enemies in this room. And keep heading to the right as we go on. Now, luckily, some of these really nasty enemies you don't actually have to kill, apart from this one, to get through the dungeon. So that's good news for us. Secret wall to the left there, and ride that water up. And we did it. So just want to talk to this guy, he'll give us a scroll. And we get this little cutscene thing. Alright, after that, we're just going to head into the submarine, and we're going to head over to the right. So heading into this town, you want to talk to the guy on the top right here, and then just head out. We can head back into the submarine, and just take a path straight to the right. We're now like swallowed by this whale thing, so we're going to talk to this guy. Once you talk to this guy, get into the submarine, head just upright through the rest of the whale. Try and follow the same path that I'm following, so it can be pretty easy to get lost in this thing. And head back to the right, and we're back to this guy again. So we're now out of the whale, and back into the submarine. Now we have to enter 747 on this screen. And basically this was a way back in the day that they implemented some piracy protection on this game, because you needed the manual and you dipped it in water to get that. But yeah, 747 will get you forward in the game. So this is another town where we do have to talk to all the people again, so just go around talking to everyone you see. Now I can actually get him. Talk to this guy, and then we just head out. Alright, coming across, we got a bird there. And we'll head back into the submarine and head over to the right. Alright, just head down into this little whirlpool thing and back up through here. I'm going to go into this little house, talk to this guy. So we get a worm. Then we'll head back into the submarine, back through the way we came. And over to this guy. Alright, go back through to where we got that worm originally. And we're just going to take some secret paths up through here. Now play the notes in this order. And that'll open up a little path here. So head through, we got a heart. And then we'll just head back out. Alright, into another dungeon. Just kill all the enemies here to make our way through. Here the floor's going to crumble, but make the switch and get across. Try and jump over that thing when it comes back and forth to avoid the damage there. And through the little secret walls there to get through that room. Again, the floor's going to crumble, but you can basically just jump straight across like I did and you'll be alright. Dodge a bowling ball. Make the switches. And you might as well pick up those like mirror things to help you out. Alright, up through this little room here, and then we'll deal with these two. So we got to pause and use that rod upgrade thing again to open up this left room. And then open the switch and keep heading left. So you might notice that you can actually hit the bowling ball to stop it moving. And a lot of the enemies in this dungeon will need a pause and select that rod item to disable them. Okay, with that handled, we're going to head out of this dungeon onto the next section. Alright, heading up through the water here. And we just head to the right, through the trees, and up into this little house. Just going to go and talk to all the people in this place and then head back out. And we just head up to this little section. So you can go in here, get a big apple, and then we'll just head back out. Take the right whirlpool this time and jump into here to get the heart. Up through here into this little house. Talk to that guy. And down into that whirlpool there. And then the bottom one of the two. Heading all the way back up. On this tile here, you get a signal detected, so keep going forward. And another one there. And then basically you can dive under the water here to get through to where we need to go. Alright, up into here. So activate the switches to head across. It's going to head out to the left now. Now you will need to kill all the enemies in this room, so just take care of them all. And head to the left. And then just activate the switch and head up through this room here. We get a little boss fight. So when it comes down, you should be able to attack it. Activate the switch there and we'll head back up through. Alright, off to the left here. So what I've been doing is sort of using that foot ability as well, which is very useful. Go back up through here and we should be done. Alright, continuing on through here. And we get the heart. And we just head back through. And just up out of this section. So talk to that rock thing and then head back out of this cave. So I want to activate the switch to head up. And we get those, which are very good. So basically just want to pause to select to those because they're going to be pretty good for taking out enemies here. Take care of that guy. And then this one too to head up and out. Alright, you just want to head to the left in this room to get a little top up on your ammunition. And then head down. We can get top ups again and then just take care of these two. Once you've done that, head out. And we got like a little boss fighty thing here. So I really like these weapons for dealing with the boss and then just head out of the cave. Alright, heading over here. Just want to talk to this guy. Make sure you hit no if you want him to repeat, otherwise you hear the whole thing again. Alrighty, once you've done that, he'll move to the side and then just head out of the room. Just going to head up here. It says alien spaceship. That's sort of like the final area of the game. So up through here. So go up there and that'll give you a little life restore thing and hit you up to maximum. There's this cool little zappy thing that's a good power up to have. Head on there, then go to the right. And then off to the left. Alright, so we made it through that first section. Take the right stairs. And you got a magic cube. Alright, up through the next section here. Pick up all the upgrades on the way through, keep heading to the right. You can take a little warp there. So yeah, take care of this guy, and you can head out to the right of this room. Keep going through. Try and dodge the red platforms there, otherwise they'll damage you. There you can lower the path behind him and then knock him off. Once you've done that, we're into the next section, so just follow this path through the maze here. And we got another magic cube there. Alright, so the ship will take off. And we sort of come across this guy. Alright, so in this boss fight, basically this little gun upgrade is going to be very useful for us. When the face appears, you just got to take care of that. And then keep sort of doing the same thing. Hands will eventually appear. You want to avoid the hands. There's not much you can really do with the hands. And then make your way to the left. Once you've done that, just continue to the left through this screen. And then you want to shoot at this thing when it's open. Make your way up these stairs. And then across to this little boss guy. Again, that little upgrade weapon will help a lot here. Alright, once he's defeated, you want to go up through. And basically just follow the linear path around here to get the cube. So that's always good. And we get this cutscene. So the cutscene will play out and you'll fall back in the water. You're basically just going to go back to this island here. And we'll go back up into that town. Talk to the guy on this up left. And we'll get a whole bunch of dialogue with these people. As part of this, you'll join the magic cubes, and that is pretty much the end of the game. So you'll go through a few little cutscenes here, and then you'll get the credits. That's going to be all for this video. I hope you found it useful, and thanks so much for watching.